Drone Sea catches epic battle of Ukrainian tanks against Russian forces. Ukrainian tanks have been shown taking on Russian forces in the Donetsk region in drone footage that has been widely viewed on social media. Footage of an epic tank battle near Kurakhove was one of pro-Ukrainian social media accounts sharing the clip in which users noted how 2 Ukrainian tanks had entered an occupied village and fired at and destroyed houses where Russian troops had gathered. Having worked onto targets, the first tank releases a smokescreen and begins to move away. A Russian FPV, or first-person view drone, appears over the horizon and tries to attack the second tank, covering the one in front. The FPV tried to attack at a distance and begins to wait. The tank fires a shot, makes a deceptive maneuver, produces smoke, on which the drone operators are led and begin to look for the tank where it is no longer there. The Ukrainian tanks took cover and then drove away while the drone, having lost control, rose into the sky, later falling to the ground. Tankers have a lot of experience in modern warfare. They chose the position in such a way that no drone could hit our military equipment. Russian forces continue an offensive in the direction of Kurakhove, home to a power station. Pro-Russian military bloggers said Moscow's forces are trying to envelop Ukrainian troops north of the city and close the pocket in this area. The Institute for the Study of War, or ISW, said Monday there was no evidence for this claim. The Washington, D.C. think tank added that Russian forces are continuing with their attacks north and east of Kurakhove itself. The city is around 40 miles south of Pokrovsk, toward which Russian forces advanced on Monday as they continued their bid to capture the logistics hub. Russian forces are conducting up to 5 assaults a day in the area, including mechanized and infantry-led assaults, replacing casualties with new forces, according to a Ukrainian drone platoon commander. However, another Ukrainian commander said that, in its operation, Russia is suffering high casualties and not evacuating dead troops from the battlefield. Meanwhile, in one disastrous assault in Kursk, 17 Russian vehicles hit mines. Ukrainian mines are wreaking havoc on Russian forces attacking the 250-square-mile salient Ukrainian forces occupy in western Russia's Kursk Oblast. According to Ukrainian ground forces, mines have accounted for a third of Russian vehicles in the 9 days since the Russians launched their offensive in Kursk. In one assault, possibly a botched November 7th attack by the 810th Naval Infantry Brigade, the Russians lost 17 vehicles, only due to detonation of mines. Catastrophic losses in this area have driven daily Russian casualties to more than 1,500 on average, a record high in Russia's 33-month wider war on Ukraine. Despite the recent arrival of thousands of North Korean troops, key Russian regiments in Kursk have been so badly hollowed out that outnumbered Ukrainian troops have actually managed to mount local counterattacks, most recently in Novoivonovka, a stone's throw from Zeleny Shilekh. Poetically, Ukrainian forces in the area include the elite 47th Mechanized Brigade, the same unit that got bogged down in those Russian minefields in Zaporizhia in June 2023. For the 47th Mechanized Brigade's war-weary troopers, all those Russian vehicles blowing up on mines in Kursk is belated revenge for their own heavy losses last year. It's worth asking why the Russians apparently learned nothing from the Ukrainians' terrible experience in Zaporizhia in 2023. According to Jack Watling and Nick Reynolds, analysts with the Royal United Services Institute in London, the Ukrainian counter-offensive corps in Zaporizhia was constrained by its inability to conduct mine reconnaissance in depth, that is, spotting newly laid mines right before a planned attack. The Russians may also be struggling to spot the mines peppering their planned assault routes. But there's another more ominous explanation for the recent heavy losses to Ukrainian mines. Russian scouts are locating the mines, but their commanders are failing to relay accurate intelligence to assault groups. That's reportedly what happened to those ill-fated Marines from the 810th Naval Infantry Brigade in the lead-up to their disastrous attack near Zeleny Shailach starting on November 7th. False information had previously been reported that the road, where equipment was later blown up, had come under our control, claimed Romanov, a popular Russian blogger.
Ебать, ты видел, как он вырулил в конце, в самом конце?
В конце ведь дёрнул, блядь.
Дай себе.